I am your host for this evening, Bunny Sugars, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening or afternoon or whatever the heck it is, because it's kind of already dark and it's a little too early for that. But whatever it is, I hope y'all are having a really good start or end to your day. So go ahead, get comfortable, get excited, because I do have a wonderful show here for you guys tonight. Now, go ahead, if you're kind of watching, viewing from wherever you are, go ahead and hit the like and the share and the subscribe buttons, because those buttons are all super helpful. They're great for you guys. And then getting more people to join the party, which is what we want. We want the party, because the party does not stop after me tonight. So if you're also watching, go ahead and hit those notification bells, because then you get notified whenever we're online. And that's always a good time for everybody, because then you don't have to remember, oh shoot, what time does this girl come on? Boom, you get the notification to your phone or your tablet or whatever you got going on. So get comfortable, get some hot chocolate, get something to drink, get some ginger ale and cranberry juice, because that's the vibe for today. But go ahead and get yourself together, because I'm going to go through some house rules and let you guys know everything you need to know. So if you are new here and joining us for the first time, hello, my name is Bunny Sugars, and I'm going to be sharing with you some house rules that we like to do here on My Psychic Connection. So if you have any burning questions you'd like to ask and have me answer, go ahead and put them in the chat if you're watching through Facebook or YouTube. I know what this platform is. I know. Look, one day I'm going to remember that we're on YouTube. Mostly. One day I'm just going to remember. However, go ahead and type in your burning questions in the chat in Facebook or YouTube. And if you I like how all of a sudden my mind just went blank. Anyways, wow. So it's nothing is better than a fun time when your brain just eclipses.
All right, so let's get back on track here. Figured I'd jump in, make you laugh, and that'll restart everything. Control Alt Delete. Here we go.
Look, it was a whole factory restart in my brain that just think of the Windows shut down noise. That's exactly what happened. Anyway, remember though, we cannot answer any medical, legal, or pregnancy questions here on My Psychic Connection or down the rabbit hole, because I am not licensed to do that. In a lot of countries, it's illegal. So we can't do that. Those are big no-nos. We don't like that. If you want to skip the line, move forward, get a cheat code to life, and get your answered question. Holy crap. Wow, it's a day today, y'all. If you want your question answered as fast as possible, as long as my brain can function today, go ahead and send a donation at journeyryanlive.com/donation. Better yet, don't trust anything that comes out of my mouth today. Look down in the link below, especially if you
don't go there. Don't go there. All right, guys, if you guys want to get a review put in for any of the readings that you get, guys, go to journeyryanlive.com/reviews. We'll be more than happy to take care of that for you. I'm only helping Buddy out because she done lost her words, because she got her squirrelism going in thick. It's on thick right now. All right.
Thank you. Look. I don't know what's going on today. It's a day. Anyways, we have, go ahead, send a donation. You can jump to the front of the line. You can select a quick read, or you can select a mini, a medium, or a mega. Mega is great if you're looking for a mediumship done. However, mini, mediums, and megas are all untimed. So those are your cheat codes. Thank you, Journey, for popping in, because my brain is like, woo. We're one-track mind today. Anyways, let's get into this foolishness today. Welcome to Down the Rabbit Hole, where all I do here is cause chaos for all y'all tonight. Let's go ahead and jump into some questions, because wow. Hi, Gemma. Gemma asks, hi, can you see me moving house, either a house swap or moving with Adam next year or the year after? Thank you. You are so very welcome, Gemma. So let's go ahead and jump in. Do I see a house swap moving? I do think the answer is yes, but not as fast as you would like. So you start off with an Ace of Pentacles here. That's awesome in terms of a question like this, because that means yes. In terms of will it be this year, I think it's going to be more closer to next year. And by next year, I'm talking about 2025, because there's only 1 month in the year left. Yeah, there's only 1 month left. So I don't think it's going to be next year, 2024. I'm talking about 2025. However, You're not really feeling confident about this move, especially with this Queen of Wands reverse. You're not taking the action needed, and you're not sure if your partner here is going to take the action needed. Will you be moving in with Adam? I don't think so. Will you be moving solo? I see it more being a solo move for your own benefit of your health, especially with this Hermit card here upright. So it looks like more for your benefit than a situation of you two moving in together. I think there's going to be a more push or prolonging of the relationship. And it's not because I see him wanting to pull out the relationship. It's more so a situation of taking things low and slow, letting it simmer and letting it build up. So I kind of see that happening for you. So 2025, more so you'll be moving. Things are going to go a little bit slower than you would like it to. Unfortunate realities of life. It's a little bit messy. Oh, shoot. Before I forget, by the way, we're doing the emoji contest too. So if y'all want to start throwing emojis in the chat, act like I have my right mind on today. Just pretend. Gemma, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your beautiful question, Gemma. Thank y'all so much for dealing with my foolishness today. Gemma says, thank you. You are so very welcome, my friend. I hope I was able to help answer your question. We are going to get it real together real quick. My brain is not functioning, but throw those emojis in the chat because that's always a fun time. Now, let's go ahead and jump into our next question. Good Lord. Today is a day. Taylor says, hi Taylor. I decided to tell Daniel about himself, like really got in her behind last night. How does he feel about what I said? Ooh. All right, so that sounds like y'all had a real heated discussion. I do feel like you brought up some very valid points that cannot be easily disputed. So there's this Five of Wands reverse, which is kind of talking about the lack of conflict, but this can also be like a little bit of a defeatist moment as well. So they may feel defeated. And what exactly happened? There's no action to take here, especially with this Page of Swords. Again, especially with this Five of Wands being reversed, they're unable to speak about the situation, literally because you've made some valid points here. So there might be a little bit of salt. Now, with the Six of Pentacles reverse here, this is also talking about a lack of unfairness within the situation. This is a lot of give and a lot of take. So they may feel like you're taking a bit too much now, or they have to give significantly more. Things aren't balanced. So I feel like in terms of where he is feeling currently, it's a little bit of, I can't really say you were wrong, but I can't really say you were right. But now it feels unbalanced within the situation between the two of you. So I think he's coming from a place where he's a little bit more confused and unbalanced and is trying to evaluate essentially with this Seven of Cups here. It's like an evaluation of what to do from here. So they're not really certain about where things go. Taylor said, yeah, he said call him and he wants to talk. I do think he wants to talk. With this Sun card reverse, though, it may not be the most pleasant conversation, which I was picking up about the communication between the two of you. It's not going to be particularly pleasant. I think none of this scenario is particularly pleasant for him, especially right now. So he does certainly feel a service. I ain't calling. Look. Taylor, that kind of sauce is needed at all times, but I don't blame you. I understand though, but I do hope I was able to help with your question and hope I helped give you some clarity. Taylor says, thank you. Look, if you ain't got nothing to say about nobody, go ahead and just don't answer the phone. Don't pick up the phone. Sometimes silence is better than doing too much of this, because sometimes a lot of talking ain't really going to solve nothing. Sometimes your silence speaks louder than your words need to. Friend, good luck. Thank you so much for your beautiful, beautiful question. Let's jump into one more question, then we'll switch gears a little bit. Chaley, oh, I love that name. Chaley says, will I start being single at the end? Will I still be single at the end of the year? Okay. So, Charlie, will you be single at the end of the year? I'm kind of feeling it really depends on a couple situations between now and like a holiday time frame. And I'm talking about like if you're the type of person to go to a holiday party, I feel like that's where things are going to kind of make a difference. To kind of give a generalized answer, I think the answer is a yes, but also a potential no. Now, and I say that with this 10 of cups here, meaning things can go one way or the other. It just really depends on how you want to proceed with the next few things. Is someone going to come into your atmosphere before the end of the year that you're interested in? Yeah, totally. Now, will you be single 100% is always up to you. It's a potential, yeah, you could be, you'd still be happy. Or you can go ahead and take the jump in and it might be all right for you. It may be something that's more comfortable for you, especially with this 10 of cups here. 10 of cups is a yes, but also a 10 of cups could be this, it might be better just to, focus on yourself, especially with this King of Pentacles here, but you also have it coupled with the 6 of Wands reversed. So there is someone who's going to make their presence known. Remember when I said, if you do get into this relationship with this person who pops up, it might be this is what that's talking about. 6 of Wands is typically a lack of victory over a situation. This is a lack of a win. No one feels on top of the world here. This feels like on top of foolishness. Not literally, don't take it that way, but more so just, I'm not on top of anything. I'm not on top of the world. This just is kind of is what it is. And that might be a little bit too anticlimactic of a relationship situation for you. This may be someone who you kind of like, I could give you a chance, but also I wouldn't put your pigs all in a blanket. Like don't put all the eggs in the basket at once. This may not be the one who's going to be long term. So to answer your question, you could be, you could not be. It just really depends on how much foolishness you feel like dealing with. The one coming to you has potential by the end of the year, but will it be long-term potential? I don't think so. Honestly, sometimes I feel like it's better to just focus on your grounding, focus on your dollar bills than entertain foolishness for a holiday. He feels like a season, not a reason, if that makes sense. So I do hope that was able to help you. I do hope I was able to help give you some clarity. Chaylee, and I love your name. That's so pretty, Chaylee. So now that we have a moment in time, let's take a minute and shift gears. Let's bring it down, because we must how to say it, we must ponder life. We must give carrots to thoughts and things. So I had a conversation with a friend of mine. It was very interesting. She mentioned this kind of, I'm not going to call it a phenomenon, but this verbiage she heard. And it was from a girl on TikTok. And she's like, have you ever been told by a guy you were pretty, but you're not boy pretty? And I needed an explanation, because I'm like, what does that mean? Because you're being told you're pretty. So what does it mean to not be boy pretty? And she told me it was literally saying how everyone says I'm beautiful, I'm gorgeous, I'm this, I'm that, but no one finds me pretty enough, quote unquote, to be in a relationship with, like a long-term relationship with. And I was like, no, wait a minute. Before we start talking down about ourselves, and I want everyone to have this food for thought moment, because I think we've all been through a moment in time where we've just been like rejected, or maybe we're told we're pretty by people who love us and care about us, but we're never pretty enough to be with or catch the attention of someone we're interested in. I used to feel like this as I was a bit younger, because I was always like the ugly duckling, especially in my friend groups. I was always the unattractive one. I know it's kind of a jacked up sentiment when you think about it, but I want to kind of flip that on its head a little bit. I don't think there's such thing as being quote unquote boy pretty or relationship pretty. That doesn't exist. That's not a thing. Have you ever taken a minute and thought about, Chaylee says, thank you. You're so very welcome, Chaylee. But have you ever taken a moment to think about, yeah, I may not be in a relationship with this one person, but have you ever thought about, for one person who doesn't find you interesting or attractive, there's like 10 more who do. So we're basing a lot of our thought process and how we feel about ourselves in the opinion of one person who probably isn't worth jack shit, to be quite frankly. Like, we have to also remember something, that a lot of people who are seeking out relationships, quote unquote, they know what they're looking for. Most people who are looking for marriage are looking for marriage, and they know that. Some people out there know they're only looking for 5 minutes in a season. That's it. That's why like cuffing season is like a thing. Because a lot of people know, I just want you temporarily. I'm not looking to be your husband or your wife or your partner. I'm looking for just fun for a second. So instead of considering or thinking to yourself, well, I'm not good enough to be with this person because I'm not conventionally attractive by the standards that a whole bunch of people in a community that I'm not even really a part of like that deem necessary, or whatever the heck societal standards are. Have you ever just thought about maybe that person you're interested in doesn't want you, or maybe finds you attractive but won't date you literally because they know they're not worth shit either? They're in their hoe phase and they know that. Like, instead of blaming yourself for why someone doesn't find you attractive enough to be with, maybe look at them cross-eyed and say, okay, but does that mean you're just trying to be out here in the streets instead of an actual partner to me? And when you flip that around like that, there's no such thing as relationship pretty or boy pretty. It's literally, they're just not ready to be a quality person for me to date. They can see my potential as more than just a fly by night. They can see that I'm more than that. So just a food for thought, a carrot for your thoughts, if you will. It's not you. Sometimes people just know when they ain't shit, and that's all right. That doesn't mean you put yourself down because they suck, because they're not ready for what you're ready for. And that's why you move on and you find someone else who's ready. But that's just a thought for a reason. That's something I've kind of come into acknowledgement about myself. So let's go ahead and jump back into some things, because now, you have something to kind of gnaw at in the back of your mind. Let's go ahead and jump into another reading, because, we just do that here. Andrea asks, where shall I look to find the important document that I'm looking for, please? Oh, Andrea. My friend, I love this question. Unfortunately, I do not think I am able to perform this question to the best of my abilities. Unfortunately, my gift does not include finding things that are lost. The first word that came to me is a closet in some part of your home. The problem is I cannot see where. It's in the dark and it's on the floor in a box or something. Unfortunately, I don't have the particular gift of being able to find lost objects. I can barely find my mind half the time, nor can I find my keys half the time. So I'm unfortunately not the best one to help you with this. And I'm so sorry that I won't really be able to answer that in full the way you may need me to. But we do have other marvelous psychics who are on this network who may be able to help you. Thank you so much for your beautiful question. I unfortunately am going to have to pass. So, don't forget, y'all, by the way, we're still doing this emoji contest. That's a thing. That is a thing. We're still doing emoji contest. So throw your emojis in the chat. Keep that going. Make that, a thing, because you do get a free card, free reading from me if you win the emoji contest. So go ahead and let them fly in the chat. And so from there, we are going to get to our next question. Yay! We have time. I'm trying to slow down because I kind of move like a bat out of hell on most days. So we're attempting the woo-song to slow it down a little bit. And also, if you would like to skip the line that we do have, you can go ahead and leave a donation at jennyryanlive.com/donation. And you can find the link for that down below underneath in the chat. Just down below in the chat. Look in the chat. There's a link and it'll be like, click the link. Click the links, do the things, and then follow the prompts, because the prompts will take you to everything you need to. And remember, guys, the more detail you give us, the better answers I can give you. Detail is great. We love good, juicy details here. So let's go ahead and jump into our next one. Let's see. It's kind of a dark day. It feels really dark today. It feels unreasonably dark today. I have noticed that the time has shifted, and it sucks. Andrea says, thank you. You're so very welcome, Andrea. I'm so sorry though. I'm not gifted in the foresight like that. I wish I was, because I'd be able to place a thought on everything. And I just can't, unfortunately. So let's see. What else can I go into really quick? Let's see. Oh, Arisha asks, Will Hassan contact or apologize to me? Let's see. Off the bat, I'm going to pull some cards for some supporting evidence, Arisha. But I do not think Hassan is going to call, and I don't think he's going to want to reach out and apologize. So, Three of Pentacles reverse is kind of more so talking about this lack of teamwork. In order to have a conversation, in order for an apology to work, you have to do what? You have to kind of come together. We don't like to think of teamwork in that kind of sense. We don't really, I guess how to say it, we don't always think of conducting an apology as a teamwork scenario, but it kind of is. Anything that involves someone else other than yourself is a teamwork scenario. Three of Pentacles a lot of the times has to do about putting the work in. And so unfortunately, what I do feel like is happening is Hassan is kind of making a deliberate choice to not reach out. I do think at some point you may hear from each other. Is Hassan eventually going to apologize though? No, I do not see that happening as well. I think there's still a connection here between the two of you, so anything can change. However, at this point with the Seven of Wands and this Two of Wands, as well. Seven of Wands here is kind of indicative of self-defense. This is, I have a wall up. I don't want you inside the interior of this wall. This is, I am guarded. I am fenced off. I don't want to see or hear nothing. I don't want to see nothing, hear nothing, speak of nothing. Just leave me alone. That is, I am behind my barricade. So Hassan is kind of in this very defensive stance right now. And with the Two of Wands here, this is kind of actively having to make a choice, the route of apology or keeping up this defensive stance, because to some degree there's an understanding of wrongdoing here, but then you have to then swallow your ego to then apologize, and that's hard for a lot of people. So what I do see is right now, not anytime soon, he's not. Oh my goodness, Arisha, thank you so much for your beautiful question. Unfortunately, the bell has gotten me for the first time today, and I am out of time, but thank you so much for your beautiful, beautiful question. And let's go ahead and jump into our next question. Let's go. We're doing so good today. Oh, I thought we had some words from our guiding light. So we're going to start calling him our guiding light. Love X. Hi, Bunny. Why does M always allow S to control her? She has so much power over her and her decisions. Thank you. Love. That's a very interesting question. I feel like when people kind of quote unquote give their power away, they may not realize how much power they actually have in a situation. Nine of Cups is pointing to, or Nine of Cups reverse is talking to a bout of emotional unhappiness that is going on between the two of them. However, this Five of Swords is talking about a triumph, but you can also look at it this way, especially in combined with this emotional unhappiness, one getting more, it's like I get more out of what is going on, and the other is just kind of left in the dust. This feels like a situation of, I'm going to be honest, when you give someone away your kind of your power to make decisions and do things, it more has to point to do with something lacking within you. This is unfulfillment within themselves. This is feeling like they don't have direction and control, and someone coming in and being like, oh, I can help give you that control. However, some people, it's like finding your power through others, but you're not really finding your power. You're actually letting it slip away. And it could be a lack of control in their own life and feeling like they have a lack of decision making, and then allowing someone to come in. There's a lot psychologically that goes into situations like that. I will say there's a lot of emotional unhappiness within your friend here. And unfortunately, when you are kind of stagnantly unhappy that way, a lot of the times what can happen is we just don't care half the time about what is happening around us, or we feel embarrassed by what is happening around us or what our partner is doing or saying. And to not rock the boat, you allow them that quote unquote power and control, because it then makes your life a little bit easier, because you do fear verbal retaliation in a lot of senses. It's kind of situations like that. So it is something. And there is my buzzer. Unfortunately, I can't go any further than this, but I hope I was able to help give you a little bit of clarity. Unfortunately, situations like that are extremely complicated. There's never a good why. It just sometimes people. People are very complicated. People are extremely complicated. So thank you so much for your beautiful, beautiful question. And let's take a moment to slow it back down, because I had made a point a little bit ago about this whole situation of relationship, pretty quote unquote, and this weird notion that we end up, especially as women, we end up blaming ourselves for why people aren't attracted to us. And so to kind of continue that thought, because sometimes my brain gears do click. Love says, thank you so much, Bunny. Yes, most definitely. You are so very welcome, love. And I do hope for the best for your friend moving forward. But to kind of get back into where my thoughts were for a second, I also have to ask, or just I want us as people, not just women, but as people, as a collective, why are we so quick to blame ourselves when other people aren't happy with us? Like, or people don't find the enjoyment we want them to find from us. I think all of us to some degree have wanted or maybe desired sometimes for a relationship or partner, someone to understand you and complete you. And sometimes that means we're really willing to settle with whoever comes along with a little bit of extra oomph. And sometimes that extra oomph leaves us feeling really emotionally drained. So how come, like, let's kind of look at the correlation that I'm trying to make in my brain. Don't worry, there's a point here. The correlation between how we end up jumping into relationships that are no good for us, for people who may not see us, want us fully and completely, to this idea that, you know, if someone doesn't find me, or the person I want to be with doesn't find me attractive, why? It's my problem. It's my fault. Adrian says exactly. What don't they like about us? Is it just a projection of what they aren't happy about themselves? Yeah, honestly, like, let's kind of shift gears out of romance and let's just talk about life for a minute. I have been dressing alternatively since the dawn of my era, since I was able to start dressing myself. I went from all black, little goth girl, little emo goth girl, to now this kind of pink spiraling hot mess that you've come to love to this day. People did not like that. People would talk down about me. And for a long time, I got really in my feelings about how people looked at me. And eventually I had to come to the realization that maybe sometimes people outside of me just kind of suck. Like, it's not me. I'm not doing anything wrong. Me being me isn't wrong. So why am I blaming myself for how other people view me? And that's something we should kind of sit and talk to each other about, like, or talk to ourselves about more so, because I don't think everyone's that comfortable. But why does the way someone else feel about you put so much pressure on you? The only one who should be allowed to put pressure on you is you. And that's only to get out of bed in the morning and just do your best. That's the only pressure you should have on yourself, or that should be put on you in terms of self-satisfaction. So when we talk about it in romance, do take a second and think about, okay, they don't like me, but someone else probably loves what I got going on. Like, turn that negative that you think is there into a positive. And then also remember, anyone who doesn't like anything about you, whether they think something's wrong with your appearance or how you dress or how you talk, they can kick bricks, quite frankly, because at the end of the day, your job on this earth is not to please other people or be pleasing to other people. You matter more at the end of the day. So that's some encouragement from me randomly. Random bouts of encouragement from yours truly. So just a little bit, again, a carrot for your thoughts, if you will. Just stew over it. Think about it. Give yourself some time to think about it. And then there's another carrot for your thoughts. I love carrots. I'm kind of actually hungry and I cannot wait to eat later. So let's go ahead, y'all, and get into our next question. Warren asks, I've been trying to go out recently and met a guy named Max, and things started off okay, but I want to know, is he taking advantage of me or am I just paranoid? For context, why I'm asking, I feel like he's been trying to use what's been going on around me to isolate me and keep me for himself. But I know I've been nervous about everyone lately, and I don't want to accuse him of being a kind of person he isn't. Aw, Warren, I totally understand. But Warren, I gotta question you a little bit because we were here for Halloween. Why are you cheating on Journey? Why are we doing this? And I'm just kind of screwing with you, Warren. No, don't take me seriously. But I see this cheatation happening, and I have to ask you about it, my friend. But more seriously, Warren, I feel like between you and this person, Mac, is he the type of person that you think they are? I want to say, quite frankly, the answer is no. I think there's a little bit of higher judgment that you need to use in regards to the situation, because I feel like what's happening is mentally you're a little bit blocked off. Like, you're a little bit, Warren says, hey, I never stood a chance of that with that kind of glamour. Look, Journey does give us the high glam. So I get it. It's okay, Warren. You're good, Warren. No worries. But I do think there's a little bit of higher knowledge you need to gain here, because I almost wonder if your perception is more of a rush perception. It's a snap judgment. You have an Ace of Swords here next to this High Priestess and this Knight of Pentacles reverse. You're not taking your time to accumulate the knowledge you need to, but also there's this Ace of Swords, and this is talking about a very sharp and direct action. It's like, think about it. You have this High Priestess. I was really getting into it, and I kind of have more to tell you. I shoot. That sucks. But no, I don't think it's him. I think you're in here too much. Get out your head a little bit. But I do hope I was able to help answer your question just a little bit. Man, me and this Belle are just having the time of our life today. I'm just getting hit. But that's okay. So thank you so much, Warren, for your beautiful question. I understand, you kind of have to cheat on Journey because Journey is like the golden ticket. I get it. Warren said, thank you, Bunny. I'll try and be more attentive. It helps a lot to know I'm just being in my head about things and to approach differently. Yes, I agree. Definitely. You are so very welcome, my friend. Keep us in the loop, though. Love says, Warren is a my psychic connection in law. Look, my psychic love connections, question mark, exclamation point, asterisk, unsurety, parentheses, maybe. Maybe, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. Oh my goodness, you guys are awesome tonight. Thank you guys so much for your beautiful questions, and let's jump into another beautiful question from you beautiful people. Let's see what we have going on today. Oh, shoot. Look, my cards are flying. There's some, even with my mouth and my brain not wanting to connect today, the cards are like, let me fly over here. It's phenomenal. So, let's see. Me and my cards are just trifling today. I'm going to act, hi, Bunny. I hope you're well. Is Joe interested? I don't know if he's going to reach out or no, if to, I think you mean, Emma, if you should reach out to him and when, or if he'll reach out and when. Don't worry, Emma, I got you. No worries, Emma, I got you. Let's see. Look, all of our brains are having a hard time processing information today. It's just the day of the week, Scorpio season. So, you want to know, is he interested? I'm going to be honest, I'm not as much as you would like him to be. So you have a Nine of Pentacles reverse, not as much as you like him to be, especially with this King of Pentacles reverse. He's not coming through like he wants to be super interested in you. Should you reach out to him? I don't think so. I would let him come to you. Is he going to reach out to you? I think periodically here and there. It's not a very strong yes that he is. I think maybe once in a blue moon you may hear from him. I don't think he's going to be 100% as down and interested as you would like him to be. It comes off a little shaky, a little rocky, a little bit kind of, but not really, if that makes sense. It's a little bit of, Yeah, but not to the degree that you would need to make you happy, especially with this first kiss reverse. It's not going to be what you're wanting it to be. I don't see him wanting to really connect like that, unfortunately. It gives a little bit of an air of I'm options. Options. I hear options. I have options. Thinking of options more than just one, if that makes sense. So they may be in the moment of processing options and things like that, but I'm not really seeing him connect the way you would like him to. That kind of sucks, but I do hope that was able to help. And remember, one rejection isn't going to like kill you. It's not you. Sometimes it's them. And sometimes, like in this case, they're just not ready for the commitment it would need or they would need to give you to make you emotionally happy. Consider it a bullet dodge. See, look at how my points come together this evening. I might be, crazier than, a cat in a paper bag, but I get them points together. However, let's go ahead and jump into this next question. All right, everybody, and you heard the thunder. It is time for the lightning round. So for this next lightning round, for the next 3 minutes, my answers will be yes, no, and undetermined. So let's go ahead, start asking your questions. Let's go. I'm so excited. This is fun. I love the yes, no rounds. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Go ahead and start getting those yes, no questions together. Throw everything you got. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what you guys are going to ask me. It's good time. Ask me as many questions as I can get through in a 3-minute time period. And with the way I quick draw, we may get a lot. We may get 3. Depends on what my brain wants to do today. So I can't wait. And now I'm waiting for lightning round questions. Yeah. Joycelyn asks, do you see me getting a permanent shift at work? Yes. Emma, will I hear from Joe? No. Cindy asks, is Jay upset with me? No. Love asks, should I go to Egypt next year? Undetermined. Jenny asks, will I see my daughter before Thanksgiving? Yes. Adrian asks, did I connect with my friend Angie the other day in spirit? Yes. Joycelyn asks, do you see me traveling abroad? Yes. Adrian, will my car get fixed before my birthday? No. Kathleen, will I get a promise ring? We have talked about it. No. Joycelyn, do you see David working abroad? No. Emma, is my ex jealous about me moving on? Undetermined. Love, should I put my services on Divine? Yes. Joycelyn, will I get financial blessing? Yes. Emma, should I reach out to Joe? No. Adrian, did I connect with my friend Jacob in spirit? No. Adrian, will I be engaged in the next 2 years? No. Love, is Daniel in love with Jen? Yes. Messy. Joycelyn, do you see us paying off our mortgage next year? Undetermined. D, he my friend in love with me? Is my friend in love with me? Yes. Jenny asks, do you see me staying with Ron in relationship? Yes. Kathleen, will my financial get sorted? Undetermined. Adrian, will I still be with my baby daddy by my next birthday? No. Let's see. Erica, does A miss me? Undetermined. Brolick, will I find a better job position in the coming year? Yes. Joycelyn, I feel like I've been saying your name wrong. I'm so sorry. Do you see me buying a new house investment? Yes. Does Bunny love pink? Love Axe? Yes, she does. That was my favorite. A funny story about that too. I went and got my nails done yesterday, and the ladies at the nail salon now recognize me. They call me the pink one. Like every time the pink one comes in, they know who to get. They know who to get for my nails. Jenny says thank you so much, Jenny. Joycelyn says thank you. You guys are so very welcome. You guys are awesome. You guys are great. Y'all are funny as hell. Does the bunny love pink? I hope so. Usually, yeah. Look, I like other, what did the Barbie movie say? I like other colors, but pink looks the best on us. It looks the best on me, so I stick with it. All right, you guys, that's the end of our lightning round. Thank you guys so much for participating, and I hope you guys had fun. I hope eventually, those answers did help resonate for some of you guys, but let's go ahead and jump into some more questions because we got time. And don't worry, remember, there's an emoji contest, so someone might get a free reading. Jimmy asks, hey friend, let's see, M asked me to lend them $500 until they went back to work, which they already did. So I'm wondering if they will return it soon, or will I have to remind them? My friend, I'm gonna be super honest with you. You are not going to get that money back. Will you remind them? Yes. Will you get it back? No. You have a Ten of Swords reverse. So this is kind of like an inevitable crush to the gut, basically. You're not probably going to get that back. And if you do get anything back, it's going to be significantly less than what was borrowed. So I'm seeing this as a no, just off the bat. King of Cups, it's going to start to really irk you. It's going to make you start questioning your friendship, understandably so. Queen of Swords, though, because your friend here is sitting in the opposite seat, the more you question them, the more they're going to start getting irritated by the questions, the more pressure is going to mount on them. I feel like eventually this may lead to the end of the friendship, quite honestly. I don't think you're going to get that money back, or at least not in full. Oh, God, that sucks. Oh, that's why my dad always says, if you lend someone money, don't expect it back, because you may not get that back. Unfortunately, people can be a little bit selfish, and that blows. I hate that for you, but I do hope that I was able to help. But you guys, let's go ahead and jump into another question. I do hope I was able to help you, though. I don't remember if I just said that 10 seconds ago, but if I did, I'm going to say it again. Cindy asks, good evening. Just wanted to know, I messaged my friend Jay the other night on Messenger saying goodbye. He saw the message and started to type, but it didn't go through. I just wanted to know how they felt after that. Let's see. I feel like they're just letting it go. Does that make sense? They're just letting the situation be what it is, because I feel like there is no resolution for them within the situation. So you're starting off here with this King of Swords. King of Swords coming through. This can be a little bit sharp, airy, kind of. Cindy says yes. This is kind of a sharp energy. It's just like laying the sword down or cutting it down and just letting it be what it is. This is someone who is kind of given up. This is temperance. This is bringing the balance to the situation, which means sometimes a balance is no balance. This is kind of just a finishing. This is, I'm now letting this be what it is. And instead of chasing after trying to resolve it, they've kind of made the mental decision to just be like, it is what it is, and letting it go. And that blows. So I'm seeing a Two of Swords here. I do think they kind of have been wrestling with the do I message or do I not message? And I think they're just kind of laying the sword down, so to speak, and may not give you that kind of clarity and that closure that you're looking for. I don't think they're going to reach back out. I think they're going to just let this be what it is. So I do hope that was able to help you, Cindy. I hate when friendships end like that. And let's go ahead and jump into our next question because we have time. And congratulations, love, you're tonight's emoji contest winner. Thank you, everybody, so much for participating in the emoji contest because they're fun and we like contests. So now, love, you get to have a free reading from me. So now I get to pick and figure out what the heck you need today. I think love needs a little bit of love. So we're going to go in with some hummingbirds because I think you need a little bit of honey in your life. I feel like you might have been a little bit down or just kind of repressive, if that's the right word. I feel like the seasons kind of got you in a hoop to hoop. And I know that ain't a word or an analogy for nothing, but use your imagination when I say that word. It got you roped up in something. There you go. It got you lassoed. So let's get you a little bit of honey in your life. And I just read this card. Love says, yeah, thank you so much. You are so very welcome, my friend. So let's see. Let it blossom is your card for today. The timing of the universe is precise and wise. With patience, care, and trust, the flowers you've been tending to will bloom beautifully. And that might be why you're in a funk. Love says, yes, I keep having these highs and lows. Yes, and you are focused very hard on those lows, which is why I think you need a little bit of honey today. I really feel like with this Let It Blossom card talking about give the universe time to work for you. Like, everything works in divine timing. And sometimes divine timing is a little bit rough. Let's call it that. Sometimes the way universe hands us our blessings comes with a tower, and sometimes that tower has to fall before we get those blessings that we want. And unfortunately, this is what's kind of happened with you, Love. Love says exactly, yes. Sometimes that love and light is a little bit backhanded. It's love, light, and these hands, and it's love, light, and spirit's hands, and someone's going to get hands at the end of it. And in order, I was thinking about this in the shower because I'm one of those overthinkers, and this is going to relate here, I promise. Sometimes in order for peace, sometimes all we want is peace. All we want is our blessings. I ask this a lot. Why can't I just have peace? Why must I have this chaos bestowed upon me? But we have to realize there's no such thing as just having peace. There's a checks and balances that we sit with as we go through this world. And we have to remember, in order to have peace, there must be the creation of chaos. You can have peace all day long, but when you have peace, nothing comes from that. What happens when you just have nothing but peace and relaxation? You get stagnation. You get sitting in that hangman position. You're just there, just comfortable. In order to have more peace and more movement within yourself, you must have this chaos that I come and bring to you periodically. But you have to have that tower that comes with the bringing of peace. In order to have what you're looking for, Love says, yes, correct. And remember, just in order to have what you're looking for, that honey that you want, something good that comes at the end of the rainbow, essentially. You have to have chaos and destruction. Without one, you cannot have the other. And when you remember that and not focus, just remember this pain, this torment, this torture, this sucky part is very temporary. What comes next is the honey that you're looking for. You just got to endure. You have to change. And remember, the universe works as it's prescribed within its own divine timing. We have to just endure the test, but when you endure, you are blessed. Chaos before your peace. And that's why I'm here. I'm the chaos before the peace. Love, thank you so much for being our emoji contest winner. Everyone, thank you guys so much for participating in the emoji contest. You guys have been so awesome with me and all my hiccups today. Love, I hope I was able to help give you just a little bit of sweetness to remember this is temporary. And everyone, thank you all so much. I hope to read for you in the next emoji contest, which remember, I kind of do here every Wednesday because it's fun. So let's go ahead and jump into some more questions, you guys. You guys, give yourselves a round of applause because you guys are awesome. Y'all deal with my foolishness on a regular. Let's see. Sun Empress asks, why do I end up being friends with so many immature people who can't talk things out with me? Instead, they choose to be petty or accuse me of stuff. Oh my God, yes. I'm so excited because I like being nosy about why people suck sometimes. So what I can tell you, I'm going to bring that question up on screen one more time so I can get a good feel on how to word this right. Sometimes we end up finding immature people, because we have to kind of sit and realize with ourselves we're above a certain type of crowd. Also, sometimes when you radiate a certain type of energy, you attract a certain type of energy. It's kind of like when you're an empath and you attract narcissists. Why we attract those people is just like that. I feel like a lot of this has to do with they see what they think they are in you. When people are coming to you, they see what they think they are. They think they're this Queen of Wands. They think they got it together. They think they're the baddie. They got everything going on. And when they approach a real baddie, you, they then end up realizing they don't have jack jilly shit. They end up essentially projecting their insecurities onto you. They're petty. They accuse you of stuff because the stuff they accuse you of is literally the stuff they would do. Their judgment of you turns into a negative because they realize they don't have what they thought you have. They want to be what you are, and that's why they are attracted to someone like you. But then they realize, oh, shoot, she's kind of better off than I am. She's got what I'm looking for. She's got what I am. But instead of saying that to themselves and being for real about how they can change, they then look to you as like you're the issue, like you're the problem. You're not the problem. Sometimes people are too insecure in their own foolishness to really sit with themselves and say, well, maybe I'm the problem. Maybe it is really me. Maybe I need to do better. They don't want to do better. They want everyone else to be the blame for why they don't have what they think. Man, me and this bell, I was preaching to the choir today, but no, that was a good question. And I hope I was able to help you a little bit with that. Ooh, I can't stand when people are like that. And I've encountered many people like that. Gosh, that one got me hot. I was about to preach. I was about to get all up in that one. Ooh, but son, I hope so much that I was able to help you with that question and give you a little bit of insight to why people are like that, just a little bit. But good luck. You're going to find better. Definitely. So let's go ahead and jump into another question while we still got some more time left today. Erica wants to know, I want to know if I'll be reconnected to my passion by December. Went through hell in October. Oh, my friend Erica, I totally get that. Will you be reconnected, to your passions? Yes. But you have to remember that I feel like you've kind of unlinked yourself. Going through that hell in October that you went through, you kind of mentally unclicked yourself away from that passion. So the answer is yes. If you really want it, you will. But what has to happen from this point is you need to start making a conscientious, that's the word today, conscientious and very direct approach to re-entering and reconnecting with that passion. You have to go on a rediscovering journey is what this feels like. You have to go on the mission to rediscover essentially you. You have to rediscover you. And that's what it's going to take for you to reconnect. The answer is yes. If you want it, you will get it, but you have to reconnect. October was really rough on everyone and everyone's emotions and feelings. It was just a rough go for some reason. October, September too, was just a mess. But the more you force yourself into that reconnection, the more you will get there. You know, sometimes you have to force yourself to do the thing in order to get that passion back for the thing. So good luck, my friend Erica. And I do hope that you have that reconnection soon. Keep me in the loop. I want to know. So you guys, we're doing awesome tonight. We have time, we have energy, we have effort. And so let's go ahead and throw that effort into another question for this evening. Woo! Oleg Lung says, I hope I pronounced your name right. I hope I pronounced your name right. Woo. Do you see any current issues at my job? Thank you. Current issues at the job. I see you overcoming these issues, but I do see there's going to be a little bit of a situation in which there's going to be a decrease in stress revolving around what might be happening. If you work in an office space or something like that, there's going to be a synergy reconnection. It just kind of feels like everyone's going to start getting their crap together, and that's going to take less pressure or take more pressure off of you a little bit. But I do feel like this is going to be a little bit short-lived. I feel like I get this feeling that someone is going to be irritated with you about something. And it's not because you did anything wrong. I think you did everything right. I just feel like there's going to be someone at your job who is kind of not so thrilled about you being at the job and probably doing a better job than them. I feel like it's a little bit of jealousy that's seeping through. So I kind of feel like someone that you're connected with through this job in a different department from you, maybe they might just have a personal vendetta a little bit, and it's not necessarily that you did something to them or you did something wrong. It's more so just personal jealousy getting in. They're going to try and make things a little bit more difficult with you, especially with the 6 of Wands. But with this 9 of Wands, you're going to overcome the hurdle. So I see more interpersonal issues happening for you at work with this person who's just not really digging you for whatever reason. Again, just jealousy. People suck sometimes. We like to project onto people our own shortcomings, and it's really crazy when that happens, because all of us are just like, well, what did I do? What do I have to do with that? But I do hope I answered your question to the best of my abilities, and I hope I helped give you a little bit more clarity. Don't fall for no one's foolishness, because people are weird. However, let's go ahead and jump into our next question. Yay! We're doing so good today, you guys. Anne asks, is there a future together ahead for me and Mike? Is there a commitment coming, like engagement or marriage for us? All right, let's see what we got going on and what's coming. I feel a little disconnected. I feel a little bit like it's not going to come as fast as you would like it to. I do think he has feelings, but they're not as strong as they need to be. I feel like there's also going to be a little bit, I'm about to pull some cards for you and just kind of support the thoughts coming through my head. They have a Chariot card reversed. This is talking about the speed in which. So I don't think it's going to be as fast a move as you need it to be, especially into this. And I do feel like there's going to be a little bit of drama coming up in regards to this situation. So I don't see necessarily 100% you're going to get your wish fulfillment here. Is there feelings of someone else involved? I kind of see, yeah, there's something or someone else here. There's a date card here reversed. So I almost wonder if they are not fully cemented or secure in the thought of the relationship with you. They may have feelings for you. They like you, but they're also still kind of in the back of their head about something or someone else. So there's something else here that is causing a bit of hiccup within the situation, the relationship, the potential between the two of you. And I see that causing a lot more issues down the line. So are you getting that engagement that you're looking for? I don't think so. I don't think it's going to last into that long term. I think you're going to get very irritated with the kind of wishy-washy behavior. I am not seeing that. That one's a little bit rough, and I'm sorry you have to go through that. But I do hope I was able to answer your question. And I wish you the best of luck moving forward, because that one's a little bit difficult. Definitely a difficult situation to go through. So with that, unfortunately, you guys, my time here has ended. But thank you guys through all of my motor lapses and a little bit hard on my words today. Thank you guys so much for joining me and creating this chaos in the studio that you've joined me for. You guys have been amazing and wonderful. Now, I do want to let you know the party is not done just because I am off. Literally at 8 p.m., you can catch the astrology breakdown, and that astrology breakdown is going to be with our beautiful psychic squirrel and the wonderful Journey Ryan, our voice from above who comes in periodically. He will be on with Squirrel at 8 p.m. and they will be doing the astrology breakdown. So if you're interested in signs, what's going on this Scorpio season, it's already a mess, go ahead and catch them. And you can also catch Squirrel again with all her astrology knowledge that I must eat up at some point at 10 p.m. Oh, I see. So there is a time shift. Astrology breakdown is actually going to be at midnight tonight, and at 10 p.m. will be the whispers from the forest with the lovely psychic squirrel. I'm gonna get it together at some point in time, you guys. But you guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been Bunny. This has been Chaos, and I hope y'all had a good time tonight. So take care.